We start this third year of the pandemic with record numbers of new cases, rising hospitalizations, a cascade of flight cancellations, and strains on essential services.
I'm not going to shut down the economy. I'm going to shut down the virus.
We're expanding testing. We're investing nearly $10 billion to expand testing. We're going to deploy things like testing.
And yet it's December 23rd. We still don't have enough tests.
Testing for the virus reaches a crisis point.
A majority of voters disapprove of President Biden's handling of the pandemic, the economy, taxes, crime, government spending, and immigration.
I cannot vote to continue with this piece of legislation. I just can't. The variant, the COVID that we have coming back at us in so many different aspects and different ways, it's affecting our lives again. We have inflation that basically could really harm a lot of Americans. I think that's where our attention needs to be directed towards immediately.
Joe Manchin has said we shouldn't be giving people things that they could pay for themselves. We don't want to make more people dependent on government.
It's time to turn the page and start tackling the serious concerns that Americans have about inflation and our supply chain or crime or our chaotic southern border. That's where we should focus our efforts in the new year in Congress.
Families are suffering, whether the administration and the Democrats in the Congress want to admit that or not.
America is living a nightmare created by the policies from this White House.
When your gas is up near $3.54 a gallon, people have said, no, we gave you a shot, you have dropped the ball, we're done.
The policies that the Biden administration have put in place are inherently inflationary, and they're structurally inflationary.
Our inflation right now is caused by the fact that the federal government is spending and borrowing breathtaking amounts of money.
This massive inflation fire created by the Biden administration, interest rates are going up. That's going to only further harm the ability for the American people to afford to put food on the table and pay their mortgages.
What we don't need is more lockdowns and more mandates. We should be encouraging people, making sure they understand that a vaccination and a booster is the almost certain guarantee that you won't get seriously ill. You might still contract the virus, but it won't put you in the hospital, and it certainly won't kill you.
It's accurate to call the Biden administration incompetent, but that's way too kind. These are their policies. The results of their policies were obvious from the start, and now Americans are waking up to it.
He's already at record low numbers in terms of his approval. He's going to have to decide who he wants to listen to, the radical fringe or the American people.